county, home county that is Nyeri, I think most of the members of parliament, if not all, have stepped away from you. Why is this?
I don't bully anybody. I'm just truthful. I ask members of parliament.
Let's unpack that. What does truthful mean?
I just ask the members of parliament to listen to the people, to listen to the ground. They call that bullying. It's not bullying. It's just being truthful. You know, people don't want to be told the truth. We have a problem with this country. People want to live a lie. Those members of parliament from my county are very good people. But they had a lot of coercion and intimidation. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that the Nyeri people, I was here the other day, are with me. 44 members of the county assembly are with me. The governor of Nyeri is with me. If the MPs want to be intimidated and be coerced to seem to fight me, that's up to them. They have a date with the people of Nyeri in the fullness of time. And I'm really not bothered by this.
There are reports that, Mr. Deputy President, you're working with opponents of sitting members of parliament to decampaign them ahead of the 2027 election.
I am not working with any opponent of anybody. What happens, Sam, is that nature abhors vacuum. If I go to a meeting and a member of parliament doesn't turn up, another character who is interested in leadership turns up, you cannot chase him away. I am a people's person. Nature abhors vacuum. I have no candidate. I have no candidate. I have not looked for anybody to campaign anybody. What I cannot do, for sure, when I go around the country, I cannot stop Kenyans to accompany me to wherever I am going. If a member of parliament is there, he or she is given a chance to say hello. If he is not there and there is somebody else who wants to say hello, they are allowed to say hello. That's the way it goes.
Yet, some of them claim that you're forcing them to attend meetings.
I don't force
Case
anybody.
in point, the member of parliament for Nyeri town once told me in studio that you had invited him to join you in a meeting, and he excused himself saying he was committed elsewhere, only for you to go and speak ill of him.
I have no capacity to force anybody to attend my meeting. Meetings are voluntary. My meetings are very well attended because I have a huge following. Any clever politician would attend my meeting. If he or she chooses not to attend, I have nothing to do with it, and I don't complain about it. You know, all I say is that if you want to come, my office, as a matter of courtesy, informs every elected leader of my tours around the country. The decision whether to attend or not, or whether to attend or not to attend, is your decision as a leader, and I will not take offense for you not coming, because I have nothing to do with you. You know, I heard somebody saying that that I'm unhappy somebody has not come to accompany me to church. Sam, what you need in church is a priest, the choir, and the congregation, and the service is on. Whether a member of parliament is in church or not, that will never dilute the quality of the service. We go to church to listen to the sermon, to praise and worship. And if the church choir is present, the congregation is present, you know, and in fact, the Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered, that's where God is. That's all you need, 2 or 3. I don't think I have any issue with anybody attending my meeting or not attending. I am not bothered, really.
Okay. You're not bothered, you say. Yet, if, as you say, that there are plans to impeach you, if an impeachment motion makes its way to Parliament, you will need members of Parliament to make a case for you, because it is them that vote.
That is their decision, Sam. My position is very, very clear. I was elected by the people of Kenya, okay? It is the people of Kenya who will confirm whether I'm working well or not. But if members of Parliament...
How will they decide?
If members of Parliament are persuaded, intimidated, coerced to remove me from office, so be it. The matter is there. It's that simple. There are no issues. One, I have no capacity to coerce any member of Parliament. I have no capacity to intimidate any member of Parliament. I have no money to bribe any member of Parliament. If members of Parliament want to impeach Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, so be it. If they have issues with him that are constitutional, that meets the threshold, and they want to go ahead and send him home for whatever crimes he has committed, there's nothing Rigathi Gachagua can do about it. That is their purview.
Yet, Deputy President, including the meeting that you're attending today in the city, some of the members of parliament you're working with were saying that we have seen the dog, now we want to see the owner of the dog. What does that mean?
You can ask the ones who made those
It has been repeated in several meetings that you attend.
I did not make those statements. Those are questions you can ask those who made
Are
that
you
statement.
concerned that such kind of language is being used in your presence?
Well, all kinds of languages I've used in many meetings, including where I am personally abused. And that is what is happening. The country is in that mood of abuses, of tough talk, of campaigning, and there's nothing I can do. I have not started it.
Does it bother you?
It bothers me a lot.
So what are you going to do about it?
Well, it's up to our boss to decide what should be done, because he is our party leader. He can call a PG and bring down the political temperatures, tell the members of parliament to stop attacking each other, ask those who accompany him who abuse the deputy president to stop, because if he told them to stop, they'll stop. Ask them to stop these night meetings. If he told them to stop, they'll stop.
By your boss, you mean the president?
Yeah. If he did, they'll stop. It's really him to provide leadership so that the country can go back to work. We have many challenges as a country. We have promises that we give to the people of Kenya. We have stored projects that needs to be completed. We have pending bills over 900 billion that we need to pay. We have housing program. We have health issues. We have issues of business. It is unfortunate that the country has been put in an election mood. You know, people are just talking about politics, how they'll impeach so-and-so, how so-and-so is useless, others are calling us snakes. There are all sorts of things that are going on. It's really upon the President of the Republic of Kenya, who is also our party leader, to put his house in order.
What responsibility do you take for what's going on?
Well, I have no responsibility, because my team answers to what is going on, because we are also politicians, and if there is an onslaught against the deputy president, he too has people who support him. If you abuse him in meetings, the team that supports him will also answer. That's what happens, because they cannot just keep quiet. So it's upon our boss, President William Ruto, to call his house to order.
Have you spoken to the president?
Yes, I've talked to the president several times,
and
I've asked him to call his house to order. Yeah, he's here to do it, and I trust he'll do it, because the atmosphere we are having, the environment we are having in the country is toxic. Kenyans are very unhappy about what is going on. How can people be meeting possibly at this time to discuss how to impeach a deputy president when the country needs a lot of work to be done, when we have roads that have stalled for years, when we have people who cannot pay hospital bills, when we have challenges of water, when we have issues of a good business environment? How insensitive can we be to the Kenyan public that we can sit to discuss on how to dispose of a deputy president who is in office, when there are very many issues of very great concern to the people of Kenya? I would rather, you know, if it were possible, all of us to agree to go back to factory settings and be very fair to the people of Kenya. We were just elected 2 years ago. We have not delivered on the promises that we give the people of Kenya. Yet we are back there now saying so-and-so is bad, talking about 2027. Even some people had started talking about 2032. People are looking for running mates. People are saying Gachagua will not be this, so-and-so will be this, so-and-so can join with the so-and-so. I mean, it's very unfair to the people of Kenya. It's extremely insensitive. And I would rather, if it is possible, our boss, President William Ruto, to call his house to order.
Okay.
Because if he called his house to order very decisively, this house will get into order and people can go back to work and everybody can do his work. You know, everybody has our work is well spread out. The president has his job to do. I have a job to assist him to deliver on the mandate. Members of parliament have work to do in terms of legislation and oversight. Governors have work to do in terms of running the counties. Everybody has work to do. Okay. We have just come from an election.
Right.
Kenyans are very irritated by what is going on. It's really not fair to the people of Kenya.
And Deputy President, you're saying you'd rather if it were possible. For how long have you been trying to speak to the president to put the house in order?
I don't want to go into the issue of discussing my boss, the president. But I have told you I've raised the matter with him. I would rather we leave it there. I believe in the fullness of time, he'll appraise himself on the situation that is in the country.
But you also expressed doubt when you say you'd rather, if it were possible.
I have asked him to put his house in order. So I believe he'll put his house in order, because what is going on is not sustainable. It is not right. You know, it is very insulting to the people of Kenya, really, to get the country into the kind of toxic politics that is going on, the kind of insults on the altar that are going on, you know, the kind of disrespect to the deputy president who is elected by the people of Kenya, you know, in front of the president, in front of the churchgoers. What is going on is very, very unhealthy. It is not right, and it should come to an end.
Okay. And as you say that, so how is your relationship with the president?
My relationship with the president is okay. We have got a good working relationship.
What does that mean?
We work well.
But you're asking him to do something because your career is on the line here, and it's not happening.
My career is not on the line. By the way, Sam, those things don't bother me. I'm a very simple guy. I just came here the other day. For 57 years, I was there doing well. If today members of parliament and senate decided that I go home, my home is a few meters from here. My clothes here will not even fit in a pickup. I just take and leave. It's not that. It's about the people of Kenya. It's not about impeaching Rigathi Gachagua.
If your relationship...
It's what it will do to the country in terms of political stability. This is a deputy president who is elected by 7.2 billion Kenyans, who has a following of one kind or another, and who have some people who believe in him. And we are having a country that is having challenges economically. We're having people feeling low, feeling down. And then you want to come and poison the political atmosphere. I don't think anybody wants to go into that direction. But if that's the direction whoever is arranging wants to go, so be it. There's nothing I can do. The matter is beyond my purview. You know, let whoever wants to go ahead with it, go ahead with it. All we are doing ourselves is we'll inform the people of what is going on. And that I will do, by the way, because I have a responsibility also. You know, I'm elected. And going forward in the next few weeks, I'll be talking to my supporters and telling them what's going on, what is being planned, what is likely to happen, so that they are aware. You see, we are elected by the people. We have a responsibility to always inform your employer what is going on, so that they know, so that they are aware of what is going on, because people wonder what is going on. We have a responsibility as leaders to inform the people, because they are the ones who have given us this job. I was not given these jobs by the president. I was not given by members of parliament. The president nominated me and proposed to me for confirmation by the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya, by a popular vote, confirmed President William Ruto's nominee, Rigathi Gachagua, as the right person for the job. Right. But the people who gave me this job are the people of Kenya. And therefore, if there are issues along the way that I find disturbing, that I find that they can cause political instability in this country, that I find they can be intrusive, and they can disrupt our development agenda, they can disrupt our